Hello, I'm Dr. Thomas Maples, and welcome back to A Sacred Journey. Thank you for joining me here today, and today we will speak about one of my favorite subjects in regards to mental health, something that I've also dealt with throughout my life, which is the ability to focus and the ability to sustain attention over a given task. As many of you may feel and understand in current times, that there's so many different facets that vie for our attention at any given moment. However, it's our ability to focus those moments in a concise direction that really helps us to become the person that we want to become, to possibly envision a goal that we seek to attain, and to harness the powers necessary to make that vision to become a reality. So, first, let us start off with a quote from Albert Einstein. He says that imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. That leads me to the question of what is the secret to life? Why are some people successful in their endeavors, yet others who share many similarities may be unsuccessful? What is the secret elixir of their success? And how do we attain it? How can we attain it, but also maybe even replicate it within all areas of our life? Maybe we are successful in certain parts, but we want to be successful in others. What can we do to help create the movement necessary for those successful traits we have to blend into the ones that may need a little strengthening? Well, the answers can be as complex and various as there are people who ask these questions, for they are ontological in nature. Here, I want to explore only one answer: our capacity to focus. FOCUS, an acronym for follow one course until successful. But what course should we follow? In modern times, there appears to be such a push to multitask. With the dawning of the information age, we seem to be pushed to answer emails, field phone calls, review emails again, answer client questions, answer questions from colleagues, managers, and yes, the clients we serve again. But to what end? We work, work, and work. Yet, to what direction are we going? Within this scenario, we ultimately can work ourselves to failure. When we attempt to take on too much, we ultimately divide the pie into such minute pieces that nothing may feel as if it's filling. And when our life is not filled with any sense of purpose, in what direction are we going? I cannot help but wonder if this is what they meant when they said, "I once was lost," in the hymn and the verse, "before one could be found." So let us look at what it means to be lost and how we can maybe find a little bit of that magic. In today's fast-paced world, it is a wonder that we're able to focus at all, to follow one course until successful. Now, not only are children diagnosed with ADHD, but what was once only a childhood disorder now seems to be seen with increasing prevalence amongst adults. While doctors may prescribe medication to treat attention deficits or moods that may arise because one has such difficulties to focus, and while psychologists may try to make sense of the symptoms and prevailing causes for the inability to sustain focus, and psychotherapists may work on the behaviors that a lack of focus can create, to help their clientele develop healthy coping strategies, I cannot help but wonder what underlies all this inability to sustain focus. What changed? People still yearn for happiness. They ask big questions. With yes, I will say it, simple answers. And when we tend to focus on that which we do not have, we engage in psychology of striving, if you will. We strive, we strive, we strive, but to what end? To what direction? Many times, by focusing on that which we do not have, we create the means from which we begin to dream, from which we begin to yearn, from which we begin to formulate plans towards something greater, rather than mustering up the time and the energy needed to actually engage those dreams at a material level. This represents the negative aspect of daydreaming at its best. Attention deficit, active imagination, or just a waste of time. It is ultimately how you receive it that will determine if the dreams formulated find fruition. But they cannot find fruition without the work and the time needed to engage that work, to create the movement necessary to put the dream into reality. Without that work, without that time, the dream becomes just a dusty memory, possibly of an aspiration just once forgotten. The dream is the royal road to the unconscious, as Sigmund Freud stated. It is a place where burgeoning hopes can meet with conscious determination to assure a personal success. However, in recent years, we have seen a push to negate dreams as being unconscious byproducts of the psyche, possibly just a healing agent to help one overcome the stresses of the day. Well, this is an important facet of the dreaming life of the individual. It also does not take into account the hope that dreams can nurture and foster, especially as it relates to the capacity the psyche has to dream its life forward, to set goals, to find the elements of time needed to create those goals into a reality that one wishes to attain. I pose the question again, what is the secret of life? Why are some people successful in their endeavors, while others who share many similarities fall flat? Is it luck of the draw, or simple determination to focus on that which you want? Ultimately, you can make the call to this question. You could answer it. And in doing so, you might just see different results. While the results may vary, it is actually in the process of undertaking the endeavor to focus one's energy on one's intent that the lessons of life help drive your self-actualized development and the storyline that you ultimately create. I hope you enjoyed this little foray into the quality of focus. Follow one course until successful. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to write me on any of my social media platforms. I am more than willing to answer your questions. I want to also thank you for joining me here today, and I hope that your journey is blessed with the beauty of lessons that life affords as you envision, chart a course, and advance confidently in the direction of your dreams. Goodbye for now, and thank you for joining me.